A moment for the lobster roll, please. It's summer, and that means we've got sunshine, and we're going to the beach, and we're swimming, and we're drinking beer, and most likely I'm gonna be eating seafood. Whether I'm in Maryland, I'm having crabs. If I'm in New England, I'm having lobster rolls or chowder or something. Just give me all of the seafood. That's all I want. So I figured today we would make lobster rolls, but not just any lobster rolls. Oh no, siree. This is a very good lobster roll because not only does it have lobster in it, but it's got crab and shrimp. So it's a seafood roll and it's delicious. Let's get started. We've got a nice little lobster over here. Not too big, to be honest. This is about a 1 1/4 pound lobster, pretty small. I steam this guy myself, but if you want to, you can usually ask wherever you get your lobster for them to steam it for you because it does kind of like stink up your house a little bit, to be quite honest. But I like the smell of fresh lobster in my apartment. And then we've also got some shrimp over here that we're gonna peel. And I've got some crab, lump crab meat. First things first, let me tell you about this roll. This roll, not only does it have lobster, crab, and shrimp in it, but we're also putting in mayonnaise and pickles and dill and lemon. And on the top, we're gonna put some pickled red onions and potato chips. So to start, we're gonna pickle some red onion, okay? Let's do that. Ta-da! I love pickled red onions. I generally always have pickled red onions in my fridge. I use them for a multitude of things. It's delicious on sandwiches. It's delicious in salads. It's delicious on lobster rolls. It's delicious on tacos, on your eggs, like breakfast tacos, whatever. I love pickled red onions. So can't recommend enough to just have some on hand, okay? Just thinly slice it. Watch your little fingies. Ooh. Beautiful. For our pickled onions, and I use this pickle brine for many different things. It's really simple. It's basically 2 to 1 vinegar, water, and then equal parts sugar and salt. I'm doing a 1/4 cup of white vinegar, a couple tablespoons of water, and then equal parts sugar and salt. I'm gonna heat that brine solution up, let the sugar and salt dissolve, and then I'll add my red onion directly into there and let it just kind of like pickle right in that liquid. It's great. The salt and sugar has dissolved. Turn that off and we'll add our onion right in. Be careful not to inhale the vinegar. Next up are our shrimp. I've got this nifty tool actually. I'm kind of obsessed with it. I got it from OXO. Instead of using scissors, it's pretty great. You go up the back here, just peels right up. Look at that, right up the tail. You see that? And then I can use that thing to get the little poop shoot out. Look. So we're gonna peel, devein, and we can remove the tails as well because obviously we're not gonna have tails in our lobster roll, you know? The beauty of this seafood roll is that it's equal parts everything. Equal parts crab, equal parts lobster, equal parts shrimp, equal part pickle, and equal part mayonnaise. All right, take out the old shit shoot. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. My shrimp are nicely peeled. I'm gonna chop them up real quick. I'll also make my garlic oil and then we'll just like quickly saute them. And then while they're cooling, I'll clean the lobster. Okay. Chop these guys up real quick. And I'm just gonna cut them into like 1/2 inch pieces or so. Because I like to have like the little chunks in there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I would say if I had to choose, like rank my favorite seafoods. Ooh, okay, hold on. If I was ranking my favorite seafoods, I would say, I'm not gonna rank them. I'm not gonna rank them, but my top 5, in no particular order, would have to be lobster's up there. Obviously crab. Crab is number 1 for sure. I will say crab is number 1. Crab, lobster, I love clams. Crab, lobster, clams. I really like octopus, even though I think octopus are so cool and they're so smart, but they're also so delicious. So octopus is up there for me as well. Clam, lobster, crab, octopus. Number 5, could it be? Oysters, duh. Okay, oysters, clams, lobster, crab, octopus. Top 5 right there, with crab clearly being number 1. What next? What next? What next? Next. Okay, garlic. We're gonna blend up some of this in a little food prep with some oil. All right, so it goes right in with some olive oil. I'm over here. Sorry, I'm being lazy again. Beautiful. Delicious. Garlic oil. Okay. I'm gonna add in some olive oil. I'm not starting with the garlic oil because I don't want the garlic to burn. I'm gonna cook the shrimp in a mixture of olive oil and ghee, which is clarified butter. Then at the end, like to finish, I'll throw in some of this garlic oil just to like help with like some fragrance and flavor. Oil in. The good thing about ghee is that the milk solids, since it's clarified butter, the milk solids are already out of it, so it's got a higher burning point. So you can like cook in it and like higher temperatures and stuff. So that's why we're gonna do this. And it also has just wonderful flavor. So I wanna impart that into these shrimp. I'm also gonna toast my buns in ghee. Shrimp. A little bit of this garlic oil. Take that off the heat. Done. While this cools, we're gonna go and clean our lobster back over here. Lobster. Basically, to clean our lobster, I'm gonna cut up the sides. And then we can just kind of like pull this back and all that meat will just come right out. Beautiful piece of lobster meat. And then we've got our claws. Well, yeah. There we go. You can also just buy lobster meat. This lobster is too small. I need more lobster meat. That was the smallest amount of lobster I ever could have gotten out of an entire lobster. So, bummer. But we're gonna work with it because it doesn't even matter, I'm one person. But normally I would have like double this amount. I'm gonna chop it up into some nice little chunks. Our meats are all prepared. I'm gonna cut up some of these little gherkins now. Gherkins, cornichons, you can use pickles, whatever you like. The thing about a lobster roll, you know, there's two kinds of lobster rolls basically. There are Connecticut style and Maine style. Now the main difference, get it? Main difference? The difference between a Maine style lobster roll and a Connecticut style is that a Maine style, the lobster is cold and mixed with mayonnaise. And when you're in Connecticut, the lobster meat is hot and it's served like tossed with butter. So the lobster roll is believed to have been invented in Connecticut in like the late 1920s, maybe like 1927 or 1929. Late 1920s, Milford, Connecticut at Perry's restaurant, the birthplace of the lobster roll. I'll buy that. That looks pretty good. Let's mix. Let's throw our shrimp. Are these cool enough? Yep. Lobster meat in there and our crab meat. We're gonna put in some mayonnaise. I'm actually not gonna add all the mayonnaise because I don't have all of the lobster meat. And then we're gonna throw in all these pickles. Let's give it a stir and then we'll season it up. We'll add some lemon juice and some lemon zest also. And dill, I almost forgot the dill. Let me get my dill. Oh, this is looking so good. Looking so good. Just have to toast our bun and we can assemble. It's the best. Now normally I would get like a better lobster roll that has like the flat sides, but I got a split top brioche bun, which I think is just fine for me, whatever. I'm gonna brush some ghee on the outside and then just toast it. Just toasting back here. Oh yes. Beautifully toasted. Next, the pickled red onion. And now, one of the best parts is we're gonna crumble some chips over the top. She's a real beauty. It's done. It's lemony, it's crunchy. The dill is obviously delightful. Delightful. The mixture of the three seafoods is really nice. The sweetness from the crab and the lobster and the shrimp with that garlic, it's delicious. And then the chips and the pickled onions. This is my ideal seafood roll, basically. I love it. I'm just missing a beer. Sicily. Goodbye.